Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Kitten, in case you didn't already know, and I've got a new video for you guys today. Today we are talking gifts. Christmas is right around the corner and birthdays are right around every corner of the year, so I wanted to share with you guys some things that I think are good gifts for readers. I'm also going to cover writers, but not all readers are writers, so I'm going to separate them out into two different videos, and I'm going to cover gifts for writers tomorrow. But yeah, I am terrible at gift giving. I procrastinate and put it off until the last moment, and then I end up having to buy on Amazon because I need, at that point, the 2-day shipping. So almost all of these things are going to be things that are available via Amazon, and most of them will have Prime shipping because that's the only way I get gifts for anybody in my life ever. Because what am I supposed to do when I only have 2 days left? Go out into the real world and shop at a store? Are you crazy? So these things are going to be available in a list on my shop all year round. I'm going to keep it updated as I find new cool things. You can check it out at amazon.com/shop/_Megan_Tenant. Link in the description down below of all of my videos. So first off, before we get to the list of Amazon items, I have two things that I want to get out of the way. The first item is the one you've probably heard before, which is gift cards. Of course, we have our standard gift cards of Barnes & Noble, Amazon, General Visa gift card. But if you want to get a little more personal with gift cards and your bookworm is a bookstagrammer, a really great option is Michael's gift cards or Joann's Fabric gift cards or whatever your local crafty place is. Because then they can go and choose all sorts of cool things for their book backgrounds and book photography. And if you want some extra entertainment, go with them, because watching a bookstagrammer in Michael's is hilarious. But you turn your back for 5 seconds and they're just gonna be gone forever, so keep a close eye on them. Next up, book subscription boxes. Book subscription boxes are great because if you get more than 1 month, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Once they've already started forgetting whatever other gifts they got, bam! Book box from you. They'll remember you, and then you win the gift game, right? I know it's not a competition, but I mean, don't you still want to win? This is a good way to win. You can go with a really big company like Cratejoy. Cratejoy has tons of different options, not just for book boxes, but boxes of all types. I've linked to them in the description down below so you can check them out. Or you could go with something that's more of a small company if you want to support more kind of privately run businesses, like the Bookie Box. I'll also link to the Bookie Box down in the description down below. But if you do a quick internet search, you'll find a billion options. So now, on to the more Amazon side of things. First off, Audible and Kindle Unlimited. I freaking love Audible. I use Audible all the time. I've been paying for it every month for like 2 years now. It's the only way I get any real reading done. Audiobooks, guys, they're amazing. But there's also Kindle Unlimited if they're an ebook reader. I don't use it regularly because I really don't like ebooks personally, but I think for a lot of people it's a really good option. Just so this video doesn't take forever, I'm gonna kind of skip over some of the more generalized things like bookmarks. Make sure to check out the shop for the things that I'm not going to mention. So first up on the things I am going to mention, we have blankets. Especially this time of the year where it's freaking cold outside, but like not just boring old blankets, you want cool blankets. Something with a bit more of a twist. For example, we have our mermaid blankets. I got one of those for my mom for Christmas last year. She loves it. The nice thing about these is you can use them on the couch and you put your feet into them so your feet stay super warm. There's tons of different options for these blankets in terms of, you know, price range and quality and colors. Next up on the blanket special mention list, we have the best thing ever, weighted blanket. It's actually really great for stress relief, and it's been shown to improve the sleep quality of people with anxiety and depression. Curling up on the couch under one of these and reading is amazing. I highly recommend it. These are a bit on the pricier range, but you could get a kind of a smaller size, like a twin, for them to use like sitting on the couch, lounging around and reading. Josh and I have a queen size one that's on the bed we use every night, so I highly personally recommend it. And then of course we have kind of the standard heating blankets and all of that sort of thing. So there's quite a few options I added to the shop, so make sure to check it out. Next up we have book journals. These are great if your bookworm reads a lot throughout the year. If they're like me and they try to aim for 50 books a year, odds are there's gonna be some that just slip through the cracks and they forget, they can't remember what they would have rated it or their favorite quotes from it or any of that sort of thing. Book journals have like places where you can put the name of the book, the author of the book, what you rated it in different categories, what your favorite quotes were, and some of them have built-in challenges like read a book published in 2016 and that kind of thing. Similar to this, the next item on the list is something that I think is a really neat idea, and that is a scratch-off poster. It has 100 different books, and once you read one, you scratch it off, and the challenge is to read all of those 100 books. Most of the ones I found for this had all classic books like To Kill a Mockingbird and The Great Gatsby and no other of the more fun options, but I did manage to find one that was a mix of the two, so that's the one I added to the list where it's kind of half of the classics and the other half is things like the Chronicles of Narnia and Harry Potter. Next up, we have waterproof speaker. This is the ultimate hack for getting a ton of reading done. Put it in the shower, and then when you're showering or taking a bath, you play an audiobook and you get reading done while you're getting clean. Kind of also in the same category, next up we have bath device thingies that just span across the tub so that when you're taking a bath you can set your Kindle on it or your book. Next up we have a library kit. If your bookworm has a very large library collection, lots of books like this, and if unlike me they're social and they have friends and they go out into the real world, then they probably have people asking to borrow their books, and then they probably have to deal with the foreign to me concept of being worried that you're not gonna get that book back. So this library kit is like a way for them to mark that the book is theirs and when it was lent out and all of that sort of thing. Next up, this is a bit higher in the price range, but the new Kindle. Finally, it is waterproof. And this means that you can take a bath with it. And if you're a really ambitious reader, you can take a shower and read an ebook at the same time because maybe you want to do that because I don't know, you do you. I'm not gonna judge. Or maybe if you're super adventurous, you can go read a book in the rain. Who doesn't want to do that? Also, if you're clumsy like me, spilling coffee on it or tea on it won't ruin it. That's always a perk. Next in line, which pairs nicely with the Kindle, we have grabby arm things. The first one up is just kind of like a grippy arm to hold the Kindle. And then second up, we have another version of that which works for physical books and is a bit more on the high price range, but looks like it's really high quality. The great thing about these is if your bookworm is disabled or recovering from surgery or something, these are a way that they can read while laying down. Next up, we have protective book sleeves. Now, the ones I found of these that I liked don't have Prime, but they could be good if you don't procrastinate. I just thought they were really pretty. One of them has like rainbow colored cats on it. I have cats in this exact same style in giant canvases on my wall, so I'm super biased. So if your bookworm's one of those people where their book getting damaged hurts their soul, this is a good way to keep their soul nice and safe. Next up, we have one for the Harry Potter fans out there. Tons of bookworms are Harry Potter fans, but the books have been out so long that our bookworms own all of the books already. But there is a new solution now, and that is the illustrated versions. There are currently, I think, 4 released illustrated versions of the Harry Potter books. This is something you could give them where you know they're gonna like the book, and it's still a new kind of twist on the experience of reading it that they haven't had before. So for example, my brother got me the Fantastic Beasts illustrated version, and it's got tons of cool drawings in it. Super neat. Next up, we have reading lights. This is another one where there's of course a billion different options and a billion different price ranges, but I wanted to highlight some of the cooler ones. So first up, we have this awesome moon lamp. It just looks really cool, especially if your bookworm is a bookstagrammer. I imagine that this would look really neat in photos. It's just like it's a moon and you can pick it up and carry it, I think. And then we have a book light. Look, it looks like a book. And then you open it and bam, it's got a light inside. You can barely see it because I haven't charged it in a while, but it holds a charge. You can leave it plugged in constantly, or you can charge it up and then take it with you and use it. And it just opens up like a book. And you can also set it down like that if you prefer, or like that, however your creativity allows. Josh got that for me last Christmas and I freaking love it. Alternately, another great option is a diffuser. This is a diffuser that has a built-in light. so your bookworm can read by the light of it and then also have nice essential oil, humidity, air diffused over them at the same time, so it's extra relaxing. And there are tons of cool options for lights, so I'm probably gonna add more to the list as I go, so make sure to check it out. And last but not least, the absolute best thing that you can possibly buy your bookworm this holiday season or for their birthday or any time of the year is Aletheia by Megan Tennant. I'm not biased, you're biased. There's a hardcover, guys. Oh. What kind of bookworm doesn't love hardcovers? There's also paperback and then an ebook. If your bookworm likes dystopian books, especially new adult dystopian books on the darker side, or even if they're tired of the dystopian genre, this is a great option. It takes the normal tropes of the genre and twists them up. It is really good read. I would know, I've read it like a billion times. And if they want a signed copy, there are signed copies available on my website at megantennant.com, and I'll sign it in the color of your choice with archive grade ink. So that's pretty great. And yeah, that was it. There are, again, some other little items here and there that I've added to the list, and I'm gonna continue to add to the list. They just weren't enough of a category in themselves to deserve mention. You can find those all in the list on the shop. If you have a writer in your life, I'm gonna be covering gifts for writers tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and a share. I really appreciate it. If you aren't subscribed, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. If you are subscribed, ring that bell so you can get notified as soon as I post a video. I post Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Yes, I'm saying this on a day where this is going up on a Thursday. Don't judge me. Go buy Aletheia because I said so. And I will see you guys in the next video.